Interests.mp4 TV. The world is thinking.
I've seen firsthand that no president is strong enough alone, just from the force of will, to take on, and no Congress is strong enough to take on the special interests that now really dictate a lot of our policy. So that's why I've co-founded, what we really need is a massive American grassroots democracy movement holding his and Congress's feet to the fire. Because what's driving, what will be pressuring Obama to not follow through or to make the reforms cosmetic, which is very easy to do, is that a great deal of money is being made right now in shredding the Constitution. And I'll tell you why. A third of the economy before the Berlin Wall fell was devoted to Cold War weapons system manufacture. So those companies, Raytheon, Boeing, when the Berlin Wall fell, they were facing declining market share, unless they could find a new global enemy. So hence there are fanatical terrorists who wish us harm, but as I've argued, this administration has also hyped and overblown many of the narratives about the global war on terror for profit, because these companies switched into surveillance and security technologies, and it's in their interest to hype a narrative of a global war on terror that is always aimed at us, that is, will never end, there will never be a surrender date or a victory date, so we always have to turn ourselves into a surveillance society. And I think that's one reason, by the way, for the treatment of the detainees. So, like FISA, many of you are lawyers, I'm sure you follow this. Barack Obama, I'm sure, believes in the Fourth Amendment. He's a constitutional scholar. He knows that you need a warrant to wiretap someone. He knows the law. But he caved to the telecommunications companies in giving them retroactive immunity. Why is this? Duh, I mean, I don't mean duh to you, I'm sorry. It's because those companies are so powerful and have so much to lose if that revenue stream is taken away from them, let alone any kind of slap on the wrist legally, that he cannot say, well, you obviously broke the law and we're not going to let you wiretap people. You know, they're trading on Wall Street in the profits to be made by turning China or maintaining China as a surveillance society. And this is the struggle we're going to have globally, for the next many decades. It's going to be a struggle between the profit-making tendency, desire by many multinational corporations to turn most of the world into kind of either a benign or a less benign police state or surveillance society, versus citizen activists and the forces of democracy. That's the conflict. That's the key conflict. So Barack Obama, I trust that his intentions are good, but he's playing with fire. I mean, for him, let's just look at the CIA. All right. They were given explicit orders from Dick Cheney, Donald Rumsfeld, and Condoleezza Rice, which I'm horrified by as a woman, to abuse, torture, sexually abuse, sexually humiliate hundreds of detainees, even many more than we know about. And those orders came from the top, and many people, followed those orders down the chain of command. Many people really felt they had to commit crimes and knew that they were probably committing crimes. So now, if Barack Obama says, okay, we're going to go ahead and prosecute all these crimes, he's going to be prosecuting his entire, not his entire, but, a giant chunk of his own intelligence services. And he can't function. And it's, we have to start asking ourselves very difficult questions as a society, like post-war Germany in a way. Do you prosecute every soldier? If you prosecute every soldier, if you prosecute everyone who followed orders, then what? I mean, I personally think there was a general whose name escapes me, but he's in the movie. He's a retired general who's been very vocal about against the torture policies. And he has a very good strategy, which is to prosecute only the people at the top who implemented, especially the psychologists who implemented and developed the SEER techniques, and sent them down the chain of command, and Cheney and Rumsfeld and Bush, who were the criminals, who were directing the policy. I think that that's ethical. I think that's appropriate. But realistically, I mean, what President Obama's position can turn over every rock. So that's my, again, long answer to your short question.